Hello, everybody. This is Randy K. Riggs, and I'm going to show you a couple little basic things with Radio DJ. I just downloaded the Radio DJ version 2.0.0.1, and it seems to be pretty impressive. As you can see here, it's got a record button. I haven't played with that to see how it works yet, and it's got some other features that I'll show you in a few minutes. The first thing I want to do is set up some categories. As you can see, I don't have any music in my Radio DJ at this time. So I can go to Radio DJ, music, or I can do all categories. There's nothing in there. So I want to go here to this wrench. I want to click on categories. I do have some categories made up, but just to show you, here we'll make a category A. Okay, when you put your letters in, whatever you want to call your subcategories, you'll click the plus sign, and they're right there. And music is where I put all mine. Music, pretty much just in that folder. So once I do the A, I now have a subcategory. All my genre, I keep it at top 40. It just makes it easier for me. So once I see my A in here, I'll click OK. And now it's time to import some music. I'm going to go to track import just once to show you how to do it with the track. So as you can see in here, there's nothing. I'm going to click on this little plus sign right here. It's going to take me to my tracks. My tracks are in my Dropbox folder. So I'm going to go to Dropbox. And I have a subcategory already named Hot. That's for hot mix, hot music today. Today's hot music. So whatever's popular right now. So I'm going to open that folder. And let's import some Ariana Grande side by side. Okay, so I found my file. I'm going to click on it, and it's ready to import. I've already got my ID3 tags and all that set up, so I'm going to click yes. So you can see here what's being imported, side by side Ariana Grande. Now, where do I want that to go? I want that to go, for this demonstration purposes, I want it to go to music, because all my music's in the music category. Then I want to put it in that A folder subcategory that I made earlier. So we're going to click on that. And now it's in there. It's ready to go. Your preference would be what you want it to do once it happens. Say you wanted this song to play 15 times, and then you might want to move it into another category that you have. It'll do that for you automatically. My priority is always 50 for now. I'll change it later, but for now it's 50. So at this point, I want to click my import button. And you'll see nothing happen. It's just that fast. So I close this, and then I'll close this, and there's my song, Ariana Grande. So if I want to go to my, this is every category. So when I put in my jingles, my promos, my sweepers, all the things that I'll put them in their own category. So this will be any category. But if I put this, if I click on sound effects, you're not going to see anything because that's not where Ariana Grande is. If I click on my music folder, my music category, and as you can see here is 80s, so it's not in there. I need to click on this and go to my A folder, and there it is. I can do two things now. I can double click on this, and it'll move over here to number 1, or I can drag it over to number 1. Now that I already have it in there, it would be number 2. So I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to delete this one. So as you can see, I can double click. Now I can delete that, or I can drag it over to here, and there it is. Now I can get this to play two different ways. I can click the number 1. As you can hear, it plays. And let me put it back over there. And the next way I can get it to play is just click the play button. So either way, you can get it to play. And once I get it to play, I want to run my station on automation. So now that I've showed you how to put in one song, let me show you how to put in a bunch of songs. I'll go back down to my wrench. I want to do a directory import right here. Now this is going to be all blank, so I'm going to find my directory that I want to import. It's still in my particular files are in my Dropbox. So I'm going to open my Dropbox, And I'm going to go back down. Let's just pick something that don't have a lot of songs in it. Let's pick, well, I don't know. I have a bunch of songs and all this stuff. So let's just pick, we'll pick new ads. Okay. So I'm going to click new ads. I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to click OK here. And it says that I'm going to be importing my new ads. Where do I want those to go? Let's say all those new ads are this time going in the, whatever, I'm going to put them in my hot rotation. Okay, there's my hot rotation. Once I import directory here, you can see here that they're all going in here and here. They're all going in to my playlist. And it's got 114 songs, so it's going to be a little bit longer than the one that we just uploaded or imported by itself. So this should be done in just a couple minutes. And the reason that this all went over here was because I have my automation on. So it will automatically play and pick songs from categories. And I'll show you how to do that too here. If we have time on this video, I'll show you how to do that as well. I'm almost done. I'm at 80 songs now. I need to get to 114, 90. Okay, 100's coming up. And we are just about done. And then I'll show you how this works. Okay, so everything's done. I know it's done because there's nothing else moving here and the green line's all the way to the right. So let's close all this. I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to clear this playlist. Okay, earlier I put this one song in this folder, okay? And now if I'm in my music folder and my subcategory is A, if I go to 80s, all those songs that I just put in are supposed to be in there, but as you can see, they're not. So what I need to do is go to my tracks manager in the bottom left hand corner. There they are, and they're all here, but we need to find out why they didn't automatically categorize into my 80s folder. And it could be for a couple things. Maybe I put them into a different folder. Let's see what folder they went in. So if I put all categories here, if I right click on one of these, it will tell me, if I edit track, it'll tell me where they are. Oh, it's in my hot. Okay. So I put it in my hot folder and not my 80s folder. So let's close out of track manager. Okay, so now let's go back to here. If I'm in my music category and I go to my quadruple A thing that I put in, there's the one song I imported earlier. Now, if I go to my hot rotation, all those songs will be in here now. If I click manual, they're all going to load in to this playlist here. One of the new features in this 2.0.0.1 that Marius just came out with is I can take this song, and I used to be able just to drag it down to what's on the screen here, but now I can drag this song all the way down to the bottom if that's where I want it to go. See how it moves off to the screen all the way down to song number 14. So that's a very nice feature. I appreciate that. That works out real nice. So let's clear this again. And there's my song. So once again, I can double click on one. It'll go in there and load in, or I can manually slide it over to there and it will play. So there's my songs. So let's say that I want to at this time build a track rotation. So I'm going to go back over here to my wrench, my options. I'm going to click track rotation. And in my track rotation, I want to make sure that it's blank. Okay, clear this out with blank. I want to add a track from category. All right, I want that category to be in my music category. I want it to be my A. I don't want a sweeper on it because I don't have any in there. Let's click OK. That's going to add. I want to add another category. Same thing. Add that from here. And I want to make this one from my hot rotation. And that's that. Okay, so there we go with that. Now I can highlight this one and click this little thing here, and it repeats that track. I could do this one, but I only have one song in there. It'll repeat it, but it won't play it because I have my repeat rules are on. So I'm going to highlight this and put a few more hot songs in here. We'll put 2 more. Okay, so, oops, it automatically goes to what's highlighted, so let's take that one out. Let's take that out. And let's highlight hot, and I add that. Now it goes back to the top, so I need to highlight hot again and add that. I'm going to call this rotation. I can save it. I can save rotation as, let's call it 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll click OK. Rotation was saved. I'm going to close this. I'm going to close this. I'm going to clear my playlist out. And I have no songs in here, but right here, I can click on my 9 to 2. I can find that rotation that we just did. As should be in here is 1, 2, 3. I don't see that, but let's see if I can figure out where it went. Sometimes it seems like it takes it a minute to show up, but I'm not real sure. Let's see if we can tab down. There it is. I tab down, and there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so all I do now is I'm going to turn off my insert. It's just a choice. I'll show you what that means here in a minute. But my 1, 2, 3 rotation is ready to go. I'm going to click manual, and this is what it does. So it's not going to load that Ariana Grande song that I played earlier because it's on a rotation. I put it in here as a rotation. So I played a few minutes of it, so it's not going to load it now because it's already played. In its mind, it's already played it. So let's see if it's going to be, yeah. I can put it back in there manually, but right here, you can see where it's played twice because I clicked it twice to play. Okay, so all these songs are in my hot category. All right. Now, if I wanted to rotate, mix this up, I can do 2 things. I can keep the highlighted DJ on, and I can click clear, and it's going to automatically load back in again, but they're going to be in a different order now. So I can play this. Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA, can start it. I can click number 1, or I can click here. Let's click number 1. All right, let's go all the way to the end. All the way to the end here, and let's see what happens. Okay, the song's going to fade out, and it moved right on to the next song in the playlist. Okay, that's pretty cool the way that works. All right, let's stop it, and now let's go back over here and take this off, and let's clear our playlist, and let's load in some songs. Let's go to music. It was already there. Let's go to hot. And let's just load on a couple songs just to see what happens. Okay, so if I'm playing this song and I am not doing a rotation, right? So let's play this song, start it. Let's go all the way to the end. And let's see if it plays the next song right now. It does play the next song. Now if I hit this here, all right, and I go all the way to the end on this song, let's see what happens. No, it didn't play. So if I had some songs in this area that I was doing on a live show and I wanted to stop all the music and talk, it won't play. So now I can do 2 things or 3 things. I can click the 1 again when I'm through talking. I can click the play button, or I can click this assisted, and it will start playing the next song. Let me load in another one to show you. All right, so let's take this back off again. Okay, so right now it's assisted. Means I have to assist it to go to the next song. And this is going off now. You can see the 1 flashing right here to show me how much time I have left. And I could be doing whatever. 278 the mix. Here's some Aerosmith. Oh, wrong button. 278 the mix. Here's some Aerosmith. All right. Now, if I leave this on automated and I put me another song over here and I go to the end again, I don't want to play too much of a song because I don't want to do some copyright things that's going to get me in trouble. and it's going to automatically go into Beyonce again. So let me stop that. So basically, you go in. The things I do first is I make my categories. Then I put my songs. I upload my songs. Once again, let's review real quick. I'll go in. I'll make categories. I'll go in. I'll put my category right here, and I'll click the plus sign. It'll add it up in here. Okay, so I'm going to click OK. Then I'm going to go in here. I'm going to do my track import. I'm going to hit track import. Just might as well do one first to make sure it all works. Okay, I'm going to do one. I'm going to hit the plus sign. I'm going to find a track to import. Let's import something toward the bottom of this. Maybe Lecrae. And Lecrae's kind of a Christian rap artist, so I would just change this to rap. Hot rap. New rap. And that's where it's going to go. I'll show you that. I'll click import. And there he goes. Now, when I did that, look at all these songs that turn red. All these songs that turn red, that means I've played them already. So they're not going to play again. But let's look in here at music and hot rap and see if that Lecrae song came in. Okay, he's probably not in there because I need to make sure that the song is enabled. So let's go back over here to music. Let's go to hot rap. And he's not in there, so let's see if it defaulted somewhere else. Let's go to all categories. Music. Let's go to all categories. Let me put him in. Lecr. There he is. Let's see where he went. He went to hot. I thought I changed it to all categories, but maybe I didn't. But he went to hot, so he's now in the hot. I thought I put it to all rap. Let's change him to rap. So let's go here to hot, make it hot rap, save, and you can move your artist around like that as well. So if I'm in back to any category, now let's go to music, and let's go to hot rap and show you that he moved over to there, hot rap. And there he is, Lecrae. Okay, so that's what I do. I set up my categories first. I then import my songs, and once you import your songs, you can create your rotation, your track rotation here. Okay. Now, one thing you can do is if you right-click on this song, you can go into Edit Track. I like to make sure I click on Details, and all my stuff's in here the way I like it. So all my tracks will be labeled the same, and I don't have to worry about anything. From there, I will do Cue Editor, and you will see that this here is not very many musical bars, so it might be really low at the beginning. And it's okay, it's playable. But if it wasn't playable, say that I hit my start and I wanted the song to start right here. Let's move it over to here. That's where I want the song to start when I click play. Okay, every time. Now let's say that I want to put it, so when I save this, and I save it back to here again, when I put this song into play, it's going to start right where I set that start cue. You see that? It's pretty cool. So let's go back into Edit Track. Let's go to Cue Editor. Let's make it start at the very beginning. Okay, so now when I play the song in the program, once I save this, it's going to start from the beginning every time. So let's see how long this is before he actually sings. Okay. He's going to start at the same place I saved it just a second ago. All right, here it comes right here. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to click on our intro. That's going to move the tab from here to here. So now we'll set our intro marks. When I hit play and I first hear him sing, I'm going to click this arrow down right here. It's going to drop me another mark. So check this out. He's getting ready. Okay, see the intro mark. The intro mark went in. See if it saved it. Yeah, the intro mark went in. Now right here is where the next one will tag and fire your next song. But if I move this now, what's going to happen is my intro is going to move over there because, or my start will, because I have start highlighted. If I wanted to do next, okay, I'm going to hit the next, I'm going to highlight next, and I'm going to move the next bar, the mark, over to here. Now, when that song's playing and it gets to here, it's going to fire your next song, so your next song will play. Sometimes at the end of a song, you see some dead air, a lot of stuff that's not real valuable for you to have, like kind of see these lines right here. We don't need those. So what I want to do is I don't want my end. I'm going to click my end marker now because that's this one. I don't want the end of my song to play and then keep playing and keep playing and keep playing. I want it to end somewhere on a positive high note. So I'm going to move my end maybe right there, maybe right there, and then I'm going to click save. Okay, so I'm going to click save one more time. Now watch this. When this song starts playing, right here, you're going to see the intro that will tell me where I set my mark. It's going to tell me how long I have before he starts singing to where I need to quit talking. So let's see what happens. We're going to play it right here. I have 11 seconds on this song where I'm talking. If I was talking up the song on the radio, I'd just be talking, and then I'd say 278 the mix. And then once I finished talking, he would start singing. So that's how you set your marks and your cues in and out on all that stuff. But I'll go ahead and take a break. I'll see if there's some other things I can show you. Maybe we can work on some sweepers, on how to make a sweeper and a jingle and all that good stuff. But for now, I'd like to thank you for watching. This is Randy K. Riggs from 278 The Mix.